Welcome back, ballers. Did you guys miss me? I apologize for being a little MIA over the last couple of weeks. The month of September and October have been quite wild for myself. So, wanted to put something out for you guys really quick. This one titled Mason Scores in the Land of Masonry. What we're going to do is dive into a quick but detailed Freemasonry ritual that took place yesterday on Sunday, October 5th, the date written 10/5. In relation to the NFL London games, where the Minnesota Vikings took down the Cleveland Browns with a late touchdown to open up the 2025 NFL London games. And for those of you guys that don't know, modern Freemasonry was founded in the year 1717 in London, England, right? So, how perfect for Jordan Mason to be playing in the land of Freemasonry to kick off the 2025 NFL London games. And sure enough, right off the bat, these were notes that were provided to my Patreon and Winnable pages before game time. We really liked Jordan Mason for a number of reasons, one being his last name, Mason, but also just the word masonry, right? Equals 105 in the simplest cipher. The date or the game was being played on the date written 10/5. But in Pythagorean, it also equals 33. Well, that just so happens to be the highest ranking degree amongst the Brotherhood of Freemasonry. And that game was being held exactly 33 weeks on the nose, not a day to spare, before Jordan Mason's next birthday. Perfect. Also, I just want to point out here that when you measure from the founding date of Freemasonry in London, England, to this particular game yesterday on Sunday, August 5th, the date written 10/5, well, that's 103 days later, right? Well, that matters because 103 is the 27th prime number. Jordan Mason wears number 27 for the Vikings. And sure enough, the word ritual equals 27 as well. So, seemed to be a fitting day for a fitting player to score a touchdown in London, England, which is exactly what happened. So, congratulations to those that capitalized on that. Next, we're going to just blow through two big home run prop picks that we've hit also back to back on the Patreon. Shout out to Dane with Hitball Props. He was kind enough to tip me off to a couple of players over the last couple of days that had some very interesting numbers. And sure enough, the first one we looked at was George Springer of the Toronto Blue Jays. This game was yesterday as well on October 5th. Notice that before this game, George Springer was sitting on 259 all-time home runs against the American League. And sure enough, when you measure from yesterday's game, October 5th, back to the pitcher's birthday for the Yankees, Max Fried, it was exactly 260 days after his birthday as well. So how fitting for George Springer to get that 260th all-time home run against the American League, doing so exactly 260 days after the opposing pitcher's birthday. And sure enough, we also saw that George Springer could record his 313th all-time home run in the regular season and the playoffs all-time. That's big, considering that 313 is the 65th prime number. And sure enough, New York Yankees equals 65 in the reduction cipher. And to put a cherry on top of all of that, Springer also recorded his 65th home run all-time, regular season and playoffs, when leading off a game in his career. He didn't end up hitting the home run in his very first at bat, but he was the leadoff. So, some things to think about there. And then lastly, congrats to everybody who capitalized today on William Contreras of the Milwaukee Brewers. Now, with William Contreras, William equals 79. Today's game was being played exactly 79 days before his birthday, which is the 22nd prime number. And that matters because before tonight's game, Contreras was sitting on 21 all-time home runs against the National League Central Division. So sure enough, he picked up that 22nd career home run versus the NL, doing so exactly 79 days after his last birthday, the 22nd prime. And the cherry on top was that he was also sitting on 17 home runs this season, and he was pitching up against Shoto Imanaga, who wears number 18. So, as they say, you couldn't script it any better, and the numbers don't lie. So thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.